Roofing and restoration that meets your needs. We don't have quotas or heavy-handed sales tactics. Fleming Roofing. We have expert experience. We show up. Free estimates. Residential, commercial, industrial, replacement, or repairs. Check us out at FlemingHSV.com. FlemingHSV.com. When you need a quick response, it's Fleming Roofing and Restoration. We show up.
Sign up now for the 97.7 ESPN The Zone Bowl Challenge. Just go to ESPN.com, click on Capital One Bowl Mania.
He must be the most ambitious man in the world.
And join the 97.7 ESPN Bowl Challenge group. First place will win an overnight stay at Guntersville State Park, plus dinner in the Pinecrest Room, plus golf at Gunter's Landing. Second place wins a foursome at Cherokee Ridge. And third wins food at Bubby's Diner, Bad Daddy's Burger Bar, and Coralejos Mexican Grill. Find the link to sign up at our 97.7 ESPN Facebook page and on X at 97.7 ESPN.
You keep saying that, but you don't tell me how.
Sign up now for the 97.7 ESPN The Zone Bowl Challenge. Just go to ESPN.com, click on Capital One Bowl Mania, and join the 97.7 ESPN Bowl Challenge group. Join today, and good luck.
This kind of stuff makes you grow up quick.
From the Fox 54 Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Emily Owen. For this Thursday, expect mostly sunshine. High temperature is going to be topping out in the lower 60s for the afternoon. Looking ahead into your Thursday night, we'll sit under a clear sky. Low temperature is once again falling into the mid and upper 30s for the overnight. Friday, we'll see another afternoon full of sunshine. High temperatures nearing 60 for the afternoon. I'm Fox 54 meteorologist Emily Owen on your home for ESPN Radio 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
Touchdown, Alabama! Hi, this is Eli Gold, voice of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Join us every week for Alabama football right here.
Listen to Alabama football all season long on 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
Can you get me a little typeset?
I'm funny how? I mean, funny like I'm a clown, I amuse you?
You're tired.
Well, the lunchtime whistle and the morning's finally done. I'm jumping in my car, I'm gonna have a little fun. The Doghouse Network's on my radio dial. Big Dog's taking care of business for a while. If you're listening to another station I don't understand, 'cause nobody does it like Thom Abraham.
Give us a call, Steve.
He's a northern-bred, southern-fed, slick-talking guy. Listeners in his posse are the junkyard dogs. The SEC from Tennessee to calling them hogs. From Gainesville up to Lexington to the Titan Tiger Land, nobody does it like Thom Abraham.
I guess I'm on here. Am I on? Can somebody respond?
And good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to a Beat the Big Dog Thursday in the Doghouse, live from the best Mexican restaurant in the entire Tennessee Valley, Corraleos, right here in the Publix Plaza behind Westminster Christian at Old Monrovia and Johns Road. I got to tell you, I just love doing shows from here. I absolutely love doing shows from here. I got my co-host here behind me, picture of me from my youth. Right, not you. Get out of the way. Here, those of you who are watching on WZZN TV, this is me back when I was young. Right behind me here, they put that picture of me up from back in the day. You can check that out if you're watching a show at WZZN.TV, or if you're watching it on, our stream, our X stream at 97.7 ESPN, or maybe you're watching it on my X feed at Thom Abraham Show, which may or may not be there right now. I don't know. It has been a hectic morning for the crew of 97.7 ESPN The Zone. I know that. Those of you that were trying to listen to the morning show understand that. There was a technical glitch that turned out to be so nothing. Well, not nothing, but it was a technical glitch. But it's all good now. It's all fixed now, and we're back and going and better than ever. And I want to give a ton of credit to Scott Tyson and the morning show. Their show was, in fact, on YouTube with the feed at WZZN TV. Their show was also streaming on Zone 2. This is why you have to have all our channels. This is why you have to have all our app so that you can listen on Zone 2 and Zone 3 and Zone 4 and Zone 5, whatever it is what we got going on. They got over to Zone 2, and I got to give a ton of credit to Scott Tyson. He figured out a hack. He's like MacGyver. I'm going to call him Scott MacGyver now. He figured out a hack to get all his commercials in and everything else during his show. Even though it wasn't over the air, it was on the stream at Zone 2. So if you have those additional channels, you can have that opportunity to hear additional programming when something like that happens. But if you knew how stupid it ended up being, and it wasn't operator error, it wasn't the Bandy Man's fault, it wasn't anybody's fault, but what it turned out to be, what the issue was, it's just mind-numbing. Anyway, we do have an episode today of Beat the Big Dog for you. Once again, you will play for tickets to the Trans-Perfect Music City Bowl between Auburn and Maryland. That game will be played on Thursday, December the 30th at 1 o'clock at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. And don't be surprised if that game gets a huge, huge crowd. I think that game is going to get a great crowd. The weather has been fantastic here in December, and I think it's going to be really cool. And of course, they've got the turf field now, so all of that stuff allows for a better game, I think. For the season now, I am 43-47 after a 3-3 week last week. You guys lead me at 46-44. Although I did beat LSU Lynch last week. It's becoming a running joke how easy it is to beat LSU Lynch. I don't know if LSU Lynch is doing like reverse psychology. If he's doing, he went 2-4, but you could have, if you fade the Lynch, that's what we need to do. We have to do a segment. Fade the Lynch. Whatever Lynch picks, you go the other way. We could do something like that. And maybe that would work. I don't know. But Grizz is creeping up on me. Grizz is now at 41-49, so Grizz is only a couple of games back against the spread. And remember, we do this all the way through the Super Bowl. We got a long ways to go. He went 4-2 last week. Now, last week's guest picker was the Temple of Doom, Brian Temple, and he went 3-3 as well. This week's guest picker is Kevin Rogers from VegasInsider.com. Now, the record for the guest pickers is 4-2, and we have had, I believe, 3 guest pickers that have gone 4-2 so far on the year. I know that the old dog did it. I know Pops knocked out a little 4-2. David Moulton went 4-2, and Mick Gillespie went 4-2. So that's the record right now. Nobody's done better than 4-2 for the guest picker. So we'll see whether or not Kevin Rogers from Vegas Insider can eclipse that record. Now, he is also a Florida State grad. So he can weigh in on all of that controversy as well. Kirk Herbstreit is getting absolutely killed for saying that Alabama belongs over FSU in the playoff. And the only case anyone makes for the Noles is that they won unbeaten in the worst Power 5 conference in the country and navigated the 55th most difficult schedule in the land, while Alabama and Texas were playing top 5 schedules. And then Herbie and Chris Fowler are also getting crushed for their reaction to 4th and 31 at the Iron Bowl, which is also so dumb. Remember the viral video of them watching before the game in the booth, and they saw the play, and they went nuts. They were like backslapping each other and doing all of that stuff. It wasn't because Alabama won the game. They weren't reacting to that because it was Alabama. They would have done the same exact thing if it was Auburn that pulled off the miracle. The point was the play. The point wasn't, the fact that it was Alabama. Oh, my God, they won. Oh, yay, Alabama. They weren't doing that. They weren't rocking script A underwear. But the point was the play itself was amazing, no matter who had pulled that play off. But Herbie's a little bit thin-skinned. He's great. I love Kirk Herbstreit. I really do. But he has taken a lot of heat on social media, and the thing is that social media is so negative. It's always so negative. So it almost makes you think that, you know what, maybe the best thing is just stay away from the social media altogether. We use the social media in a positive way. We use it to share with you where we're at, like when we're at Corraleos here. We use the social media to talk about positive things for the most part. We don't use it for negative things. Speaking of negative things, I can't wait to talk to Grizz here in a minute. Something has gotten under his skin or something. I don't know. I don't know. I'm sensing it. I'm looking at him. Even when I'm on the road like this, I have the ability to look through the glass window to see my buddy, and I'm just getting the feeling that he's annoyed about something. I mean, usually he's just annoyed at me, but it seems like something else has gotten under his skin. I'm not sure, so stay tuned for that as well. Beat the Big Dog is coming up in the next segment of the show. He can't be upset about that because he beat me last week. Later in the one, Steve Merrill is back from Wager Talk TV. He'll join us to discuss all the action of the weekend. The phone lines are open. 256-576-4977 will get you in. 256-576-4977. That's your phone number. Text the show anytime, 24/7 at the text line 7329-TA-SHOW. That's 732-982-7469. A great way to communicate with us. I told you my X feed is at Thom Abraham Show. The stations is 97.7 ESPN, where you can watch the show at those places as well. Our YouTube channel is at WZZN TV on the YouTube. Late in yesterday's show, Wolverine Dan called and was talking about how Skinnerd opened for the Allman Brothers here once. And as much as I love the Allman Brothers, Skinnerd doesn't open for anyone. All right? They must have been co-headliners. It spurred on a poll question and multiple comments. I need to give you the results of the poll question and the multiple comments. We'll get to that as well. And how about Texas QB2 Malik Murphy hitting the transfer portal before the playoff game against Washington? I mean, this has got to be resolved. This is QB2. Now, I know they got Arch Manning. I get that. But this is QB2 Malik Murphy. He's the guy that goes in when Quinn Ewers goes down, and Quinn Ewers has a tendency to go down once in a while. But we have to figure something out. Could they do something where you put your name in the transfer portal so you know where you're going to go, or that the team knows where they're going to go, and then it affects their. Hang on a second. Look at that. What in God's name is that? It's on fire. I don't know what that is. That is unbelievable. I don't know what that dude just got, but it's on fire, I think. It's like smoking and stuff. I've got the Captain Cool out here. Captain Cool, go over there and take a picture of that and find out what it is. Ask that dude what he ordered. Here, go over there and ask him. I need to know what that is. You got to report back. This guy's got something that's on fire, and it's in a pot. It got delivered to him in some sort of a pot. Take a picture of it while it's on fire still, and you just tell him we're going to put his food on the thing. We got to know what this is. Grizz, I mean, it stopped the show right then and there. The waitress brought this thing out, and it was flaming. It's still flaming and smoking and stuff over there. And I don't know. We got Captain Cool out here who just had a quesadilla. Can you report as to what that is that the dude is eating?
It's a molcajete.
It's a what?
Molcajete, something like that. Yeah, something like that.
What does it stand for? Does that stand for a pot of something on fire?
Well, I didn't get the whole rundown.
What is it though? Is it potatoes? Is it?
It looks like it's got peppers on top.
Is that what those are? Is peppers?
It looks like there's some peppers, some meat, all that stuff in there.
A moheo or something like that.
Molcajete.
I'm gonna get. Listen, we need Lalo over here. Get him over here. Give him that headset. He needs to come over here. Lalo's going to tell us what's in that thing because the thing came out. It was delivered flaming. It had fire coming out of it. And Lalo is the owner over here at Corralejos. And we need an explanation, Lalo. What is that?
Okay, that dish calls molcajete. The molcajete it's like a fajita, but instead of being the hot plate,
right,
it's on a stone. So it has you can order with a steak, chicken mix, or shrimp.
What's on top? It looks like they look like peppers or something.
Yeah, on top we put a banana pepper.
Okay.
We put cactus. We call it nopal.
Cactus, like real cactus.
Yeah, real cactus. And we
pick the needles off of it.
Yeah, no, we're taking it off first. Yeah, we don't want to get anybody hurt with it. So yeah, we put that and we put a beef rib on top.
Yeah.
And it has a special cheese. We call it Chihuahua cheese.
Chihuahua cheese.
Yeah,
right.
that's what it's called. So,
but the pot was on fire. I mean, it was like flames coming out of there and everything.
It's probably about 350 degrees before it comes out. So it's actually hot. As hot as you can cook on it.
Does he wait for it to cool down before you eat it? I mean, it was smoking. soaking and everything. You can eat it while it's like
you can eat it like just whenever you come out. You can see the salsa is boiling on inside.
It looks huge.
It is.
What's the other dude got? I mean, the other guy's got some big deal too. That's a little guy over there.
Yeah.
And he's got, what are those, wings or
wings?
something?
Yeah, he got
wings?
buffalo wings. Yeah.
So you get buffalo wings at a Mexican restaurant. Okay.
Yeah, they're good, man.
Would you put a special twist on them because this is the finest Mexican restaurant in the Tennessee Valley?
It's a breading, a special breading on it that is really good. So we put the
sauce
on the side.
Are they spicy at all? Oh, that's on the side.
The salsa's on the side. Even without the salsa, they still have a little kick, but it's not like something that people will die with it.
You make the best quesadillas that I've ever had. I mean, they're absolutely unbelievable, and I know that Captain Cool just had one as well. I'm going to eat after the show. I'm going to have a chicken quesadilla here. He's got French fries over there, too. I'm going to have French fries with my chicken quesadilla. Yeah. That's good stuff.
You should have tried those French fries in a burrito. Like inside of a burrito is really good with the French fries on it.
So how do I order that? Do you ask me, I want a French fry burrito, or do I just get a burrito and stick my fries in there? I mean,
we had a burrito California that already comes with a lot of other stuff.
Yeah.
Rice, beans, lettuce, sour cream, steak, or chicken.
Yeah.
You just add French fries on the inside. It's covered in cheese sauce, so that thing
I think I'm just gonna do my chicken quesadilla with the cheese sauce in there and order a fries on the side. I'm gonna be looking forward to that. I'm gonna check that out. All right, so that dude's eating. What's that thing called again? Molcajete. That's not something you find at every Mexican restaurant, right?
And it's
a Corralejo's thing here.
Yeah, in a lot of places, where they make it, they all make it different. But ours, it has like special things on it that it would make it. I don't know. It to me is one of the best dishes we have.
John, did you put it on social yet? Did you took a picture though, right? Okay, get the picture up on our social media. I want people to see what we're talking about. I love coming out here, and we love that you guys are a regular part of Zone Deals, and tomorrow morning, folks, and we tell them all the time, jump on this. You better be at your computer, ready to go at 8 o'clock, because at 8:05 they're going to be sold out.
Yeah, they be gone quick. So.
Yeah, they get gone quick. So, and business has been great over here, huh?
It is. We've been blessed, man. Every day is getting better and better. So
it's fantastic, fantastic stuff. All right, man. I appreciate you. Thanks for the understanding.
Hey, anytime, guys. Come see us. Thank you.
Thank you. Man, that thing. Nuts over there. All right, let me get my buddy in here. Over there in the glass room with the slanted ceiling, playing the Platters of Matter and the Stacks of Wax and answering the phones and keeping us on the air. And we'll see if he gets more games right today. He beat me last week. He is, of course, Grizz the Greek.
Who in the blue hell are you? What is your name? Detective. It doesn't matter what your name is.
I'm the producer of this show. If I didn't step up, you're nowhere. I'd put this thing together out of spit and polish.
I mean, this is ridiculous. It's a radio show. It ain't a 1-hour television spectacular.
I think this is one of the traits of a really good producer. Keep the talent happy.
I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew.
That Thom. Hey, Thom.
He may be the smartest person that I've ever met.
Testosterone high today.
What's that?
Testosterone, whatever the it is. Testosterone.
I wake up in the morning, I piss excellence.
It really doesn't matter what you think. All right? It really doesn't matter what you say.
Now, my little buddy's been bouncing around the studio since like 5:30 this morning because troubleshooting, trying to help troubleshoot the trouble in there. So I think I surprised him a little bit when I introduced him. He was like, "Oh, wait a minute, I got to play my sounder."
I was doing my segment behind the scenes with a caller, so I apologize.
Oh, you were doing
I had to. I was a little late, so I apologize. I was with a caller.
The podcast, Grizz on the Phone podcast. The Grizz on the phone. Let the man do his job. You call Grizz, you just sit there and have a conversation with him for a half hour. Let me guess. Wolverine Dan or Brandon?
No.
Philip?
None of them.
Really?
Yeah, none of them. Be surprised. Check your call list.
All right, I'll have to check the call list on it. Everything is, though, back up and running good, so
yes,
that's a good thing.
That we know of.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, isn't it crazy how easy it was to, how it turned out to be such a nothing thing?
Yeah. But the speculation
there's always
fun.
Oh,
I'll say quote fun.
Yeah.
And the troubleshooting was yeah.
It was a freaking power cord, okay? All right, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you people. But this is the way it is in the radio business. You know how you got a computer power cord, right? So I'm just telling the listeners, you got a computer power cord, and a computer power cord has that little brick in there, all right, with a transmitter, whatever. It's a power supply, but it has some kind of a board, chip in that thing that protects stuff and everything. Anyway, this power cord, so like if you need to get a power cord for your computer, your laptop or something, that power cord will cost you, $35 or whatever it is. You get it at Walmart or whatnot, and you get your power cord. The power cord for our board in the studio is $450 for a power cord. The cord, I'm talking about the cord you plug into the wall. Okay, the cord had a short in it, okay, and we didn't have a backup cord for it. So our engineer came in, and, of course, she looks at it, and he decides to try and put a new power cord on it, and everything worked perfectly. So, So is that what Smokey Mike was wearing you out about, or what?
No, he just wanted to get on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let me talk to him. I haven't talked to the old boy. I haven't talked to the old boy in a little while.
You were saying I was grumpy today. I was like, yeah.
You looked grumpy. What was wrong? I saw you.
Yes, you are right. I've been up since before 5:30 today. I got in here about 6:15. Yeah. And we were dealing with that, and then I had to go home real quick and then come back.
No, I saw you, though, not. You, stomped out of the studio. You looked like you were stomping back and forth out of the studio.
I was getting ready.
I thought somebody was annoying you.
No.
Smoking Mike can be annoying sometimes. I know I annoy you, but that's my role in life. I live to annoy you. I mean, that's what I do. I annoy all my producers. Speaking of which, let's see what Smoky Mike's got for us. As his Bears will play my Browns. I cannot believe that game is only a 3-point spread. I know the Bears are playing better, but goodness gracious. Smoky Mike, what's going on?
Oh, my God, Big Dog. Yes, you do live to annoy your producers, as I have felt that wrath several times.
Yes. That's what I live to do. There's no doubt about it. I'm a little bit of a diva. I mean, just a little bit. I mean, the guy, pulling back the curtain a little bit. I am a little bit needy. I'm just a little bit of a diva at times, and I'm a little bit, and I'm a little bit anal. Okay, just a hair anal about certain things. So that's why sometimes it's that way. But I'm a perfectionist. What can I tell you? Everything but my show is perfect. I want me to be the failure on the show. I don't want to fail because of anybody else. I want me to be the one that screws up my show.
Well, hey, I mean, you do not let facts get into a way of a good conversation. So,
True.
I mean, that's one of those ways.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
But Dan was right because I was at that concert. And I remember Skinner opening, and we got there, and then everybody was like, "What the hell? Like, Skinner's here? Why isn't the Allman Brothers opening?" And then all of a sudden, it was a half-empty arena. People got there, they saw that the Allman Brothers was closing, and then the other half left because they're like, "Yeah, we saw Skinner. We're good."
Yeah. See, I would prefer to say it wasn't that Skinner was opening for the Allman Brothers. I would prefer to say that the Allman Brothers were closing for Skinner. They were to close.
Exactly.
No, it was. Listen, they were co-headliners. You can't have, and I don't know anybody who would. If you're going to go to a Skinner show, you're going to like the Allman Brothers. And if you go to an Allman Brothers show, you're going to like Skinner. So I don't understand why anybody would leave, from one or the other. But they were co-headliners.
It was a very weird concert. Let me just put it that way.
Right.
Dog. But
how long ago was this?
06, 07 maybe? It's right around that time frame, I believe.
Oh, that's a long time ago.
I also went to Motley Crue in Huntsville during that time.
Wow.
So that was a good time as well.
I hear that.
But speaking of Wolverine, Dan, I don't understand where these Michigan fans come from thinking that, oh, yeah, it's going to be a nice, easy cakewalk and all this stuff with their half a national championship that they've had since when? Since you've been alive.
Since 1948. Since I've been alive, since 1948, long before I was alive. But here's the thing. Wolverine Dan says he thinks that Alabama should be a 7 to 10 point favorite. That's what he said. I mean, he
just wants he wants to have that as fuel for the fire. Yeah. He thinks Harbaugh will be able to give the fuel for the fire. But Michigan ain't going to do anything like that. I mean, they steal signs, they steal Heisman, and honestly, Michigan, I think, should get blown out of the water. And I would love to absolutely see that because, granted, while I hate Alabama, I loathe Michigan. Like, Michigan and Florida are in the same level to me because no Michigan fan should be this smug, this arrogant for half a national championship and a stolen Heisman.
Yeah, I think that I don't think they'll get blown out of the water. I think Alabama wins, and I think that Wolverine Dan is right, 7 to 10 points. I don't see Alabama blowing them out of the water. They really weren't a blow anybody out of the water type of team this year. So I think it'll be a game because I think Michigan will be able to run the ball some. Auburn ran the ball, and Michigan runs the ball. And so I think Michigan will get something going on the ground. I think that Alabama will beat them with big plays, though. I really do. I don't think they've seen the kind of speed.
All Saban has to do is have that nice little come-to-Jesus meeting that he had at halftime on the third Saturday in October, and it'll be a blowout.
Yeah.
I mean, goodness gracious almighty, Tennessee had that ass whipped for 30 minutes and couldn't even I'm sorry.
Yeah. But see, that wasn't a blowout, though. I mean, they ended up pulling away in the second half.
That second half was for sure.
Yeah, that's true.
That was joyless murder ball.
Yeah,
After
murder ball
third
did
play
return.
In the second half, I knew it was over. It was like, God, it was almost like a funeral march, and you knew what was going to happen before it happened. And it was like, anyway.
I'm trying to be diplomatic here. I'm trying to be respectful and diplomatic. It's going to be the new. I'm going to turn over a leaf. It's my new leaf.
You can be respectful and diplomatic. I'll be the Tennessee fan. So
okay.
Let's just go that way.
That works.
I can't believe I'm willingly have to watch Iowa football this year. Like, what is going on here? Oh my God. I understand how Tyson feels now. So
yeah.
like I'm like, oh God, I can't. Jeez. Anyway, but go Bears, and hopefully Justin Fields will keep on progressing so that number one pick can involve a little more grade value. So then that way that Justin Fields can do it. They just need to get people around him. That's just plain and simple. They need an offensive line.
Justin Fields is going to meet a little bit of Myles Garrett this weekend. So,
oh Lord help us.
You're in trouble. I can't believe that line's only 3 points. You should be getting more than 3 points.
Well,
2.5,
that's
3.
because of Joe Flacco.
What's wrong with Joe Flacco? He's thrown 565 yards and 5 touchdowns in 2 games. I think Flacco's going to be fine.
What the hell is going on with this guy? Like, ageless
fountain of youth
right here.
By the way, in 2 weeks, you got Desmond Ridder and the Falcons at home.
Who?
The Bears.
With the Bears. The Bears at home.
Oh, I'll take Ridder and the Falcons. That'll be easy. I mean, that's not going to be a problem.
You got a better shot in that. I bet you're favored in that game.
It's outside, though. Yeah, Falcons
could be a slight favorite.
It's outside.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm going to get up off here because I know you got Beat the Big Dog coming up. But, I wanted to comment on Dan's stuff because first I was at that concert. Second, Michigan sucks.
Yeah, we're gonna get a little Beat the Big Dog in right now. In fact, we're gonna get a break in here and we'll come back. I'll tell you what. Right now, be caller. We'll make it easy. Be caller number 2 because Grizz keeps taking his glasses off and rubbing his eyes. I don't know. He doesn't have his contacts in. I don't know what the deal is. But we'll take caller number 2 right now at 256-576-4977. 256-576-4977. Caller number 2, please. Beat the Big Dog next right here on 97.7 ESPN, The Zone.
The state's largest orthopedic group is growing to meet the needs of the patients in our community. The Orthopedic Center has long been the most trusted name in orthopedics in North Alabama. So as our area continues on the fast track, so does the need for premier orthopedic care anywhere and anytime you need it. TOC is proud to announce the opening of our new locations in Albertville and Hampton Cove, along with the grand opening of our newest office in Decatur. These clinics will offer the same high-quality orthopedic care you have come to associate with TOC with the convenience of being closer to home. As a patient, your time is your most precious asset, and we recognize that at TOC. That's why we are also proud to announce the opening of our urgent ortho clinics to handle those bumps and bruises that need prompt attention. These clinics are available to care for acute orthopedic injuries with no appointment necessary. With 38 physicians, 20 centers of excellence, and now more than a dozen locations to serve you, TOC will continue to be the name you turn to for the best orthopedic care at the right time. Visit our website at visittoc.com for more information. TOC, helping you live a better life.
If you're the kind of value shopper who waits until the end of the year because you know that's when the best deals are, it's here. And there's no first payment for 90 days. Hi, folks. Bobby White back again for Woody Anderson Ford's Make the Holiday Bright sales event. And we've got the best selection of new and certified pre-owned Fords we've had in years. Right now, get financing as low as 2.9% for up to 72 months on 23 F-150. America's best-selling truck for 47 years. 2.9 for 72 on F-150. And Woody Anderson Ford has over 100 F-150s to choose from. Great finance rates and no first payment for 90 days. We have financing as low as 0% for up to 60 months on 23 Explorer, Escape, and with Bronco Sport, you get an additional $1,500 bonus cash. Year end is the best time of year to buy, plus no payments for 90 days. With your good credit through Ford Motor Credit, this offer ends December 30th. Come make your holidays bright at Woody Anderson Ford. We hope to see you soon.
Tom Abraham here from my friends at North Alabama Mortgage. Did you know that average home equity is at an all-time high? But so is average consumer debt. Even though rates are higher now, you can use your equity to pay off your high consumer debt, student loans, etc., then refi when the rates drop. Don't put off that new home purchase. When rates drop, prices will go up. Buy now and get the best price and then refi when the rates drop. This is the time to talk to the experts at North Alabama Mortgage. Visit NorthAlabamaMortgage.com for more information.
No representation is made that the quality of the legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
This is Wes Neighbors sitting here with Stan McDonald. Stan, tell everybody why you're the best damn dirt lawyer in North Alabama.
Yes, Wes, at Jacob Title and the Stanton Law Firm. You know I'm a dirt lawyer, and a lot of our friends know that, which means we specialize in real estate. Now, if you own real estate or you're buying it or you're selling it, you need to do a closing, but a lot of times there's legal issues associated with that. We're a great group to talk to. My son, Lewis McDonald, heads our commercial closing division, and we approach your real estate needs very seriously. We seek to be the premier real estate closing company in North Alabama, and we do it in such a way it shows that we're experienced, we're for your success. We like to handle your real estate needs the same way Coach Dan Reeves used to say, never let them see you sweat. And that's going to be to your benefit, too, when you visit us at Jacob Title and the Stanton Law Firm. Our website online is jacobtitle.com.
This is Steve Moulton from The Drive. Be sure and join us today from 5 to 7 with Wes Neighbors and me. Now back to the Tom Abraham Show on 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
And Beat the Big Dog today is brought to you by North Alabama Mortgage. Whether you're in Alabama, Tennessee, or Florida, North Alabama Mortgage has you covered for all your mortgage needs. Average home equity now at an all-time high. So is average consumer debt. And even though the rates are a little high now, I think they're going to start going down soon. But you use your equity to pay off your high consumer debt, student loan expenses, and so on. And then you refi when the rates drop. Learn more at NorthAlabamaMortgage.com. Brian Hammaker and his team standing by there, such great supporters of the show, and I appreciate them a great deal. All right, it's time now to play a little Beat the Big Dog, and it looks like we're going to get Badger Larry in here with us now. The record for guest pickers is 4-2. The best any guest picker has done is 4-2. We've had 3 of those, and we have had some professional handicappers do Beat the Big Dog. The record for the professional handicappers is 2-4. So I figured I might as well go to the top of the heap and you know, at this point in time, get Kevin Rogers in here from Vegas Insider and see how he can do it. He joins us now on the Neighbors Wealth Management Hotline. K-Raj, welcome back. How are you?
Tom, good to talk to you again.
Good to talk to you. Now, I told the listeners before in the open that you are a FSU grad as well, but I think you're a reasonable man. So much going on around FSU and lawsuits and everything else. Just what is your take as you've seen this whole thing unfold with your beloved Noles?
I think that when Texas got into the top 4, I knew Alabama was going to get in. They were not going to leave Alabama out and put FSU in. And I understand why Texas went in, because they beat Alabama, and they couldn't justify putting Alabama in without Texas. So with all that being said, I think that the worst part is that there was only 4 spots. And that college football today, you can't have 4 spots anymore. I understand they're going to 12 next year, but FSU, you know, they could say all they want that, you know, Jordan Travis, the injury, you know, I don't think they wanted them. And, you know, look, it's not their fault that LSU had some losses this year. They beat LSU. They beat the Heisman Trophy winner at a neutral site. I know Florida was down. They still went to the Swamp and beat them. Clemson was down, and it's like their fault that their quarterback got hurt and that these teams weren't in title contention. But at the same time, I understand why they were left out. I get it. They don't want to see FSU play Michigan and get blown out of that game. They'd rather see Alabama play them.
Yeah.
So, honestly, the team that ruined it for them is the team they're playing the Orange Bowl is Georgia.
Yeah.
If Georgia beats Alabama, FSU's in.
You think
Georgia's the one that ruined the whole thing?
Do you think that's been a lot of speculation about that if Georgia had won, that Texas was still going to jump over FSU? But you think that and I've kind of come to think that Alabama kind of dragged Texas with them into the Final Four, because that win now over Alabama became, okay, Texas, you beat the SEC champ. And if Alabama loses that game to Georgia, Alabama slides to 13 or 14 in the poll, and it's like, okay, Texas, you beat a top 15 team. So you're of the opinion that Alabama dragged Texas in as well?
100%. Because now you have 4 undefeated teams left.
Yeah.
If your 4 teams left are Georgia, Washington, Michigan, and Florida State, how do you justify getting Texas in?
Yeah. Well,
that's the issue I have.
Yeah. And in reality, they're a 2-touchdown dog to Georgia. Now both sides have some players that aren't going to play and so on. I wish everybody would play that one, to the heat. But really, if you look at it, I'm surprised they're ahead of Georgia and Ohio State. I mean, if you're really sitting here as a handicapper and you believe in the handicapping, I don't think Florida State beats Georgia or Ohio State.
I understand, and you know what? Look, people can make the argument that Georgia, with the loss, is still a top 4 team in the country, which I get,
Yeah.
And again, it goes back to what I said before. You have 4 spots. You have 4 spots for, 9 teams that could be justified to be in there. And
right.
Look, I'm not down with the whole lawsuits and all of that. They didn't get in. It is what it is. And we understand that ESPN signed this big deal with the SEC. They want Alabama. They want to feature them. On the flip side with Alabama, I say they didn't lose an SEC game this year. They lost to Texas the second game of the season. They beat Georgia. That they should be in. I don't have a problem with Alabama being in. It's just that Florida State, because of the Travis injury, they're not as good of a team now without them going into whatever bowl game they would be in. But you still have a lot of good teams that could make an argument for the top 4, and you're asked to win all your games, and you do, and you're in a Power 5 conference. This isn't Liberty. This isn't a team like that where you say, well, okay, you didn't really play anybody. They beat Clemson, LSU, and Florida, and it's like it's not good enough because those teams weren't of the caliber of the other teams in the top, and that's not their fault. But at the same time, I get it. I understand why they got left out.
Yeah, makes perfect sense. All right, Badger Larry is going to be our contestant here in Beat the Big Dog. Now, the way this works is we're going to alternate picking games, and Badger Larry, you will hear the opinion of Grizz. Also, you'll hear Kevin Rogers, and you'll then make your pick, and I'll make mine, and then we'll reverse the order on every other pick. So, Badger Larry, do you want to go first on the first game, or do you want to go first on the second game?
Second game.
All right, so I'll go first on the first game, and we're going to start with Louisiana Lafayette against Jacksonville State for 3 reasons. 1, it's the first bowl game of the season, and it's on Saturday. 2, Jacksonville State's in the neighborhood, and here they are playing in a bowl game. We've watched this program come from 1AA, and Rich Rodriguez now taking them into 1A status. And 3, Wes Neighbors' son Connor is the strength and conditioning coach for Louisiana Lafayette, so we got a tie there as well. Having said all of that, I have no idea how this thing is going to go, other than the fact that Louisiana Lafayette's getting 2.5. Rich Rod has been very, very good. I'm going to take Jacksonville State, the Gamecocks, and I will lay the 2.5. Grizz, what do you got?
Yeah, give me JSU. Love the team, love the band.
Okay, love the team, love the band.
Love the band, baby.
He takes JSU. All right, Kevin, Louisiana Lafayette getting 2.5 against Jacksonville State. What do you got?
I'm going to go with Louisiana Lafayette. I'll make it quick. That they lost their bowl game last year to Houston up 10 at the half. They have 3 covers out of 4 as a dog this year. I know they had some bad losses as a favorite, but I think Louisiana Lafayette back at the Superdome. I understand what Jacksonville State did this year. They made a lot of progress, the first year at FBS, but I think Louisiana Lafayette gets them.
All right, so you got Louisiana Lafayette getting them. All right, Badger Larry, what do you think? It is Louisiana Lafayette getting 2.5 in this game against Jacksonville State?
Well, I'm going to go with Wes's son and go with Louisiana.
All right, so you're going to take Louisiana Lafayette there.
You right off the bat.
So you're going against me right from the jump. All right, and this is very interesting because my computer just completely shut down my laptop.
Computer's gone.
Yeah, it completely shut down. So now the video is gone. But we're here. I mean, you know, we're here on the air. We just lost our TV feed when the computer went down. That's for sure. All right, so let me bring up get me the NFL games here, John, and I'll get the rest of them on here. All right, our next game, I go. Well, let's see. You guys are going first on. All right, Grizz, here we go. The Bears are in Cleveland, and the Bears are plus 3.5 in Cleveland. What do you got?
I don't know. I think I'm going to ride with Joe. If Joe Flacco is the quarterback, and I'm going to ride. I'm going to ride with your defense. Yeah, I think last week was kind of a fluke. The Bears beating the Lions, but I don't know if they can do it two in a row. So yeah, give me the Browns here.
All right. What do you think? I lost Kevin there for a second, or I lost me for a second. What do you think, Kevin? The Bears get 2.5 at Joe Flacco and the Browns. Did we lose Kevin? Kevin, are you there?
Yep, he just went out. Let me try to get him back.
All right, let's get Badger Larry's pick in here. Badger Larry, the Bears get 2.5 at the Browns.
No, I'm at a complete disadvantage by not hearing Kevin.
Yeah. No advice from Kevin on this one.
Yeah, well, the Bears still suck right off the bat, so I'm going to take Cleveland.
Yeah, I mean, you're a Packer fan. You're not going to take the Bears anyway. I mean, I wouldn't think that you would take the Bears anyway in that one. Yeah, I'm taking the Browns. I don't understand. I'm trying for the life of me figure out why this line isn't 4 or 5 at least. But I'm going to take the Browns.
Well, the Bears have played, they won two or so in a row.
He's back.
They're playing.
Yeah.
Better.
Now, I'm going to let you flip your pick after you hear Kevin in case he goes the other way. Kevin, our game is the Bears getting 2.5 at the Browns.
This line just seems fishy, and the Browns have lost one home game this year to Baltimore, and that's it, and you're laying less than a field goal to the Bears. And Chicago's actually been better defensively the last few weeks. People have 13 or less, 3 left past 4 games. They've won a few in a row, have some confidence with Fields healthy again. I got to take the Bears in this one against Cleveland.
Wow. Okay. All right. So he's got the Bears. Do you want to change your pick, or are you going to stay with the Browns, Badger Larry?
The Bears still suck.
Okay, well, it's a Packer fan, so there you go. I can't disagree with you there. All right, in our next game, you guys go first, I'm first on this one. All right, the Falcons are minus 3.5 at the Panthers. Panthers are 1-12. The Falcons got to get back. I mean, it was horrific last week the way that went down, but I can't believe that the Falcons can't go over there to Carolina and get this win and win this game by 7 to 10 points. I will take the Falcons and lay the 3.5. Grizz, what do you got?
If the Falcons don't win this game, get rid of everybody. Fire everybody. I'm going Falcons here.
But you're a Falcon fan.
I understand
Are you speaking this? Are you
I
speaking
understand
this into?
that. But there's no reason to lose this game. There was no reason to lose to the Vikings, to an astronaut that got benched.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they shouldn't have lost the Cardinals. I mean, there's been multiple games where this team should not be where they're at right now. And I get it. The South is as bad as it is. But Arthur Smith has the same chance last year as he's had right now at this point. And if he flops again, this is the 3rd season, and it's ridiculous. You shouldn't see it with this talented offense. So, yeah, I'm going Falcons here.
All right, K-Raj, what do you think? The Falcons minus 3.5 at the Panthers.
You know, it's hard to make a huge argument for Carolina for a multitude of reasons because of how bad they've been, but I don't want to go down with the Falcons here. I can't take Atlanta in good faith, and then they end up losing this game where you're kind of like, oh, you knew they were going to lose this game just because. And they've had some poor offensive performances on the road this year. I don't love the game, but you know what? Give me Carolina at home. I just don't trust Atlanta on the road. I can't do it, especially after last week. I don't know where their head is at. I know they're still got a shot to win the division, but I don't know. This is a really tough spot for them. I think Carolina's a little bit motivated here to get that Week 1 revenge game, Bryce Young's first start. I think that Carolina, they get him here.
All right, what do you think, Badger Larry? Carolina getting 3.5 at home.
No, I think the hook's going to get you on this. I'm going to go Panthers.
All right, so you're taking Carolina as well. I'm going to go with Atlanta. Yeah. Yeah, Atlanta's got to rebound off of that disastrous game that they had last week for sure. All right, let's go to the next one. Now, this one, I'm going first on. This line flipped. This is weird, and I'm not sure exactly why, and Kevin probably knows, but the Texans were a favorite against the Titans in Nashville, and now the Titans are a 2.5-point favorite. I guess C.J. Stroud, I don't know if we got final word that he's definitely going to be out or what the story is there, but the Texans get 2.5 at the Titans, and look, I'd love to see the Titans win this thing, but I'm going to take I know the Texans got the break speed off them last week, but I'm going to take the Texans here for a bounce back win in this one. I'll take the 2.5 points. Grizz, what do you got?
I really like the way the Titans came back. If it was like a great comeback or the Dolphins collapse, whatever it was, but it looks really good. And Will Levis, as bad as he can look, he can bounce back and win a game for his team. So I'll take the Titans here.
All right. What do you got, Kevin? You got the Texans getting 2.5 at the Titans.
Yeah, I mean, look, they've been very good at home this year. I mean, they've been terrible on the road when we saw they came back against the Dolphins on Monday night. But if Stroud doesn't play, he didn't practice today, he's in concussion protocol, I got to think they'll sit him out this week, and you'll get the remnants of Davis Mills starting at quarterback for Houston. Stroud is just that big of a difference maker, and it's hard to say, all right, well, now with Davis Mills in the offense will be the same. I just can't see it, so I got to take the Titans in this spot. I got to believe there's a little bit of momentum here, try to finish off the season strong.
All right, Badger Larry. Texans get 2.5 at the Titans.
I'm going to go with the Titans. If Stroud's out, I'm with the Titans.
Stroud, and we are getting confirmation from our own Drew Darman that Stroud is going to be out for the game, and so he was worth 4 points, a flip in the line on that one. All right, next game is the Cowboys getting 1.5 at the Bills. You guys are first on this one. Grizz, Cowboys get 1.5 at the Bills.
I'm going to go with the Cowboys here. I like game manager Dak Prescott.
Yeah, they're all game managers. What a stupid comment that was that Cam Newton made. All right, Kevin Rogers, Vegas Insider. What do you think? Cowboys get 1.5 at the Bills.
I got to go with Buffalo here. Dallas, I mean, for as good as they've been, I mean, most of that success at home this year, still waiting for that big road win, and Buffalo in a bit of desperation mode. They've had several games they've thrown away. I don't think the record really reflects who they are. I think they're better than what it is. And Dallas off the Eagles win on Sunday night. I got to think Buffalo beats them at home.
All right, Badger Larry, what do you got? The Cowboys get 1.5 at the Bills.
Well, I can't go for the Cowgirls. Ain't gonna happen. So I'm gonna take the Bills, and Kevin said at home. I would imagine the weather is gonna be a factor. So Cowboys, they're not gonna play in the cold. I don't think.
I usually don't like the Cowboys on grass. This is a synthetic surface, but I don't like them definitely in a cold weather game like this, and I think the Bills are making a push. I'm going to take the Bills as well. Last game, the Ravens are at the Jags. The Ravens are 3.5-point favorites at the Jags. Jags got beat by the Browns last week. Trevor Lawrence has to be better. They got to bounce back here. I think this is a tight game. That hook is very dangerous. I'm going to take the Jags at home. Hope they beat the Ravens, to be quite honest with you. But I'll take the Jags at home, and I'll take the 3.5 points. Grizz, what do you got?
I like the Jags here. I think they have to keep winning if they want to win their division and definitely make the playoffs. So give me the Jags here.
All right. Kevin, what do you got? Jags getting 3.5 at home.
I like Jacksonville. I think after the last two losses and the Cincinnati game, they lost to Jake Browning as a double-digit favorite. Now you're a dog against Lamar and the Ravens off this punt return walk-off win last week. I think Jacksonville rights the ship here. I'll take them at home.
All right, Badger Larry, what do you got? The Ravens are minus 3.5 at the Jags.
Yeah, I'll go with everybody else. The Jags on this one. I can't see it.
So in summation, I'm on Jacksonville State. You are on Louisiana Lafayette. I got Atlanta. You got Carolina. I'm on Texans. You got the Titans. We're both on the Browns. We're both on the Bills, and we're both on the Jags. Appreciate Kevin Rogers from VegasInsider.com helping us out. K-Rog, appreciate you. If I don't talk to you, have a wonderful Christmas, and we'll look forward to chatting again down the road.
All right, Tom. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
All right, thank you. All right, so the computers come back up. Just to kind of make matters worse, right, Grizz? I mean, it hasn't been crazy enough today, right? With all the other issues that we had, it wasn't crazy enough. I'm sitting here, and everything is hooked up to the computer. I've got my sheet, my notes and everything else are on the laptop. I've got the Beat the Big Dog on the laptop. I got the camera set up to the laptop so that we're broadcasting on YouTube TV at WZZN.com. And what happens? All of a sudden, my computer decides that there's updates that are needed.
Always.
At
the wrong moment.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it typically, that doesn't happen during the show. I mean, that's like an overnight thing usually. And, it just decided to go down and do its own thing. So, I don't know. It's just absolutely crazy. But we'll get a break in here. We'll come back. Everything will be set back up on WZZN TV. We'll get that done for you here in just a few minutes. And we'll continue from Corralejos Mexican Grill on 97.7 ESPN, The Zone.
With us today, Dr. Tracy Lowry of Best Vein Care of Huntsville.
When we evaluate a patient and they indeed have significant venous disease, most third-party payers, private insurance, Medicare, require us to treat every patient conservatively at least 90 days. Conservative treatment includes increasing ambulation, elevation of the legs, and the wearing of compression stockings. It's very common for folks to come see us in March or April wanting to have their veins fixed before they go into swimsuits starting in June. When we see someone in March or April, they're going to require at least 90 days of conservative treatment before we can even go to the insurance carrier to get permission to treat their veins. So if you think you have a venous problem, now is the time to come in and get a free screening so we can determine whether or not you need something evaluated. If you have a vein problem or you think you may have a vein problem, now's the time to contact us at bestveincarehuntsville.com.
No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
A wise man once said, if you take care of old folks and children, everything in the middle will take care of itself.
Hi, I'm Danny Aldridge, lawyer in Alabama and Tennessee. In the next 20 years, the number of those folks over 65 years of age will more than double. In our golden years, the most important goal is to be treated with dignity and have control over doing what makes you grateful with those you love. At the Aldridge Law Firm and the Legal Town Center, we're dedicated to help you with these goals, and we'll be there when life throws you those inevitable curveballs. Let us assist you with your legal needs, whatever they may be or become. You may reach us by phone at 256-534-3188 or online with Dan at danaldridgelaw.com. Just remember, we're here to help. Whether it's personal injury, wrongful death, fraud and cheat, or estate planning made complete, we're here to help.
Normally, when you call a roofing company, all you hear is, you need a new roof. Not when you call Fleming Roofing and Restoration. Since 1965, the folks at Fleming have been focused on what you need, whether it's an easy repair or a full roof replacement, commercial or residential. And when it comes to storm damage, you want Fleming on your side. They know all the ins and outs of insurance claims and will guide you through the entire process. Log on FlemingHSV.com and book your free estimate today. Fleming Roofing and Restoration. We show up.
What if I told you that Bigfoot is real and that he's making the best donuts you've ever had? Come see for yourself at Bigfoot's Little Donuts. Come in and order from over 50 flavors, all made hot and delicious. Ranked in the top 100 donut shops in the nation by Yelp. Bigfoot Little Donuts. Order in store or online at bigfootslittledonuts.com for pickup or delivery from Grub South or DoorDash. South Parkway, Huntsville and County Line Road, Madison. Bigfoot's Little Donuts.
Tom Luganbill here for my friends at Woody Anderson Ford.
One of the many essays in Playmakers, the book that came out in 2022, is focused on what I believe and you believe is the worst rule in football. It makes no sense. It's an unfair punishment to the offense, and it's an unjustified reward for the defense. They've done nothing to secure possession of the ball, yet they're given possession of the ball. And it's as simple as the guy fumbles at the 2.
Or visit WoodyAndersonFord.com.
The kitchen is the heart of any home. It's where the family gathers. It's where kids discover old recipes and make them their own. Just starting out or just now getting started on the dream kitchen you've always wanted?
I'm Chris Haygood, and from all of us here at Bob Wallace Appliance to the home builders
and the homeowners of the Huntsville area, a heartfelt thank you for buying local. We're in Huntsville, Florence, and Coleman, and online at bobwallaceappliance.com.
It's time to ring in the new year right.
Bama, a winner over the Georgia Bulldogs, claiming the SEC title.
It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Michigan Wolverines in the college football playoff semifinal at the Rose Bowl. Our coverage starts at 1 on New Year's Day on your home for Alabama football.
Listen to Alabama football all season long on 97.7 ESPN The Zone. Sports Talk 24/7 365. Your full-time sports station.
You're doing a great job. Keep up the good work.
Is 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
Doesn't anyone do any work around this joint anymore?
And welcome back, Thom Abraham Show. This segment brought to you by the attorneys at Pond Lahaki Giordano. When you've been injured at work, you need Pond Lahaki Giordano. Whether it was a motor vehicle accident or a slip and fall accident or a work accident, call my friends at Pond Lahaki. They will get you up to speed. Not only accident attorneys, but true advocates who will fight for you, and they know the ins and outs of the legal game. Call them at 855-774-3838. That's 855-774-3838. When you need them, it's pondlahaki.com. We were talking about Jacksonville State and put them in there because it's the first bowl game of the bowl season. And, of course, yesterday Jacksonville State losing their Hall of Fame coach, Bill Burgess, passing away at age 82. Burgess coaching the Gamecocks for a dozen years or so back in the 80s and into the mid-90s, and back when Jack State was a Division II program. And they were coming up, and now, of course, he was able to see them get all the way to Division 1A, and now they're a bowl team and so on. He was inducted into the Gulf South Conference Hall of Fame, same conference that the UAH is in right now. And, he passed away. I don't know, Grizz, if they're going to do something to honor. I would think that they'll have something on a uniform or the helmet.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Or something like that to honor him.
I would love to see it for sure. He also coached one of my former coaches at Grissom, Keith Henderson, who was on the All-Century team for JSU. So I'm sure that hit him a lot as well. Gonna have to reach out to him and his son as well, because I know it's been a huge influence on his life for sure. So
84, 49, and 4 conference championships, and 1992 Division II national championship for Coach Burgess. So. And I remember the 1992 national championship because that was my second or third year coaching at college football, and I was coaching at the D3 level, and I didn't know, and I was in upstate New York, coaching at the D3 level, and I didn't know. I thought Jacksonville State was in Jacksonville. You know what I mean? If you're up there, you hear Jacksonville State. I thought it was Jacksonville, Florida. I did not know that Jacksonville State was in Alabama. Of course, I also did not know before I came to the Tennessee Valley, I did not know that the Tennessee Valley and the Tennessee Valley Vipers were in Alabama. I assumed that it was. I remember the first time I came up here to do a game, 2003 maybe, 2002, 2003, somewhere in there, where I came up with the Florida Firecats to do a game against the Tennessee Valley Vipers, and the next thing you know, we're going to the Holiday Inn, the Holidome. We're going to the Holiday Inn right there by the mall, in Huntsville. And I'm like, why are we stopping here? The game isn't – we're playing Tennessee Valley, and what are we doing here? And they're like, no, Tennessee Valley is actually Huntsville, Alabama. I said, really? Who knew? I didn't know. You know what I also don't know? I don't know where we're going at the top of the hour. We're going to update the poll question from yesterday. We will open up the phone lines, 256-576-4977. Steve Merrill at the bottom of the next hour. But we have some audio we want to play for you as well. We're just going to see, man. We're freewheeling here at Corralejo's Mexican Grill, finest Mexican grill in all of the Tennessee Valley. Right here at Old Monrovia Road in Johns in the Publix Plaza. And this is 97.7 ESPN, The Zone.
Christine Lisi. Warriors forward Draymond Green, his agent, and Golden State GM Mike Dunleavy Jr. meeting today to start talking about a path of counseling and help him move forward following his indefinite suspension, according to ESPN's Adrian Wojnarowski. NBA suspended Green for striking Sun center Yusuf Nurkic in the face Tuesday, his second suspension this season and sixth of his career. Green required to meet certain league and term conditions before returning to play. Basketball Hall of Famer George McGinnis, a two-time ABA champion with the Indiana Pacers, has died at the age of 73. He suffered cardiac arrest last week at his home and had been hospitalized. Longtime Dodgers pitcher Clayton Kershaw, who's early in his recovery from shoulder surgery, told AM 570 LA Sports he hasn't decided whether he'll re-sign with the Dodgers to continue his career. LA is the only team that Kershaw's ever pitched for in his MLB career.
WZZN, Union Grove, Huntsville, Alabama. 97.7 ESPN, The Zone. Sign up now for the 97.7 ESPN The Zone Bowl Challenge. Just go to ESPN.com, click on Capital One Bowl Mania.
He must be the most ambitious man in the world.
And join the 97.7 ESPN Bowl Challenge group. First place will win an overnight stay at Guntersville State Park, plus dinner in the Pinecrest Room, plus golf at Gunter's Landing. Second place wins a foursome at Cherokee Ridge. And third wins food at Bubby's Diner, Bad Daddy's Burger Bar, and Coralejos Mexican Grill. Find the link to sign up at our 97.7 ESPN Facebook page and on X at 97.7 ESPN.
You keep saying that, but you don't tell me how.
Sign up now for the 97.7 ESPN The Zone Bowl Challenge. Just go to ESPN.com, click on Capital One Bowl Mania, and join the 97.7 ESPN Bowl Challenge group. Join today, and good luck.
This kind of stuff makes you grow up quick.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-306-8158 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-306-8158. That's 800-306-8158. What do you have to lose? Call 800-306-8158. Again, 800-306-8158.
You've got to experience Toyotathon at Bill Penny Toyota. They've got the selection with over 700 new Toyotas to choose from. And they've got the extras with Bill Penny perks and a 10-year unlimited warranty. So get on over to Bill Penny Toyota today and experience Toyotathon. Bill Penny Toyota in Huntsville and online at BillPennyToyota.com. Bill Penny's Toyota 10-year unlimited warranty is valid through the 10th year of ownership. Valid on new vehicles only. See dealer for details.
Great food and the best live entertainment is what it's all about at the Furniture Factory Bar and Grill. Head to downtown Huntsville every Tuesday for karaoke on the only outdoor karaoke stage in North Alabama. Thursday night is the Valley's longest running and biggest bike night. Food and drink specials, giveaways, and live music on the patio. And the Furniture Factory menu is fully loaded with options from steaks to salads, plus a whole lot more. Featuring a weekday happy hour that starts at 3. 619 Meridian Street, downtown Huntsville, and online at FurnitureFactoryBarGrill.com.
From the Fox 54 Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Emily Owen. For this Thursday, expect mostly sunshine. High temperature is going to be topping out in the lower 60s for the afternoon. Looking ahead into your Thursday night, we'll sit under a clear sky. Low temperature is once again falling into the mid and upper 30s for the overnight. Friday, we'll see another afternoon full of sunshine. High temperatures nearing 60 for the afternoon. I'm Fox 54 meteorologist Emily Owen on your home for ESPN Radio 97.7 ESPN, The Zone.
New coordinators.
That's as good as money, sir.
New quarterback.
It's my quarterback.
Same coach.
All right, and you all may be taking the week off, all right, this week, but I'm not.
We are your home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. 97.7 ESPN, The Zone.
You need to be more like a dog.
Like what you guys are doing. You've got your fingertip on the pulse of your listeners. You guys know what they're talking about.
Be a dog.
God bless the show. You are the Messiah.
We need more dogs.
This is the best show on radio.
The big dog, Thom Abraham, is here with you.
Hey, I see you, dog.
So settle in and get your bark on.
That's my dog.
Now live. Here he is, the big dog.
Let's go, baby!
Thom Abraham.
How you doing? 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 How you doing?
Look, I don't speak Spanish.
I don't know how to say this, so I'm going to choose my words very carefully. I think you're a psycho.
Do you know who I am?
I mean, that guy sounds like El McPherson farting into Miles Davis' trumpet.
I guess I'm on here. Am I on? Can somebody respond?
Get off my lawn. I have to drag my Yankee ass out of here.
And welcome back. Hour number 2 of the Thom Abraham Show, live from Corralejos Mexican Grill, the finest Mexican grill in all the Tennessee Valley. It's right here at Corralejos. This segment of the show is brought to you by Woody Anderson Ford. You know, a lot of times when I'm at Corralejos doing a show, there's guys that come in from Woody Anderson Ford, so that's not too far for them to come down and hang out here at Corralejos as well. And it's Old Monrovia Road at John's in the Public Plaza. You can't miss it when you come on in here. And there's like 2 sides of the joint. I'm always in this one side of the joint, but I don't even know if I've ever gone to the other side. Today is the day that I go through the hallway and check out the other side of Corralejos. They've got 2 kind of shotgun deals here in the plaza, and it makes it quite big, quite large restaurant. They got TVs up here as well. They got the ESPN on. They got football on. A lot of times there's that other kind of football on with the round ball, that you don't get to use your hands. That kind of football is on sometimes. We call that soccer. But today there's actually a lot of American football on. So, check that out when you come on down here to Corralejos. Speaking of American football, bowl season gets started on Saturday with 7 games coming up on Saturday, 7 bowl games. So you need to get signed up for the 97.7 ESPN The Zone Bowl Challenge. Just go to ESPN.com. Just click on the Capital One Bowl Mania and join the 97.7 ESPN Bowl Challenge group, or you can just go to any of our social media sites, Facebook or Twitter, or X, formerly Twitter, we should say. Anyway, just go and get yourself into the group. Just click on it. Make sure you got an account with ESPN. It's free. And get into this thing. First place is going to win an overnight stay at Guntersville State Park, plus dinner in the Pinecrest Room, plus golf at Gunter's Landing. Second place wins a foursome at Cherokee Ridge. And third place wins food at Bubby's Diner, Bad Daddy's Burger Bar, and Corralejos Mexican Grill. All you got to do is go and get signed up and get into the group. We are approaching 80 people or so that are in it. It's going to go over 100. A lot of people come in late, on that deal. But it's a full day of football on Saturday to get started with the Myrtle Beach Bowl, which would be Georgia Southern against Ohio. I try, Grizz, I don't know where you are on this, but I go to great lengths to try and see at least one play from every single bowl game. I like to did I make it? I'm going for the Fab 40. Can I see a minute, a play from every single bowl game?
I don't think I can make it.
You're not that guy?
I'm not that guy to make every single bowl game. I mean, I might if I'm somewhere, if I'm at Baumhauer's or Corralejos or somewhere, I might see it. But I don't that would be the only reason I see it. I don't think I would take it
so
that bowl game's on today. Yeah, no, I wouldn't.
So it's going to be tough for me. This is the schedule, and I'll tell you which games that you want to watch. The Myrtle Beach Bowl is Georgia Southern at or against Ohio. I always liked Georgia Southern from back in the day, when that program was first started, and, they don't play quite this type of football. They used to run a lot of option ball. They used to run a broken bone type of look down there, and, Georgia Southern, Ohio, I don't know if I'm going to see any of that. The Cricket Celebration Bowl starts at 11 o'clock. By the way, the Georgia Southern Ohio game starts at 10 a.m. I might catch a play of that. The Cricket Celebration Bowl is Howard and Florida A&M to Rattlers. What's Howard called? I don't even know what Howard is. Bison?
They're the Bison.
All right, so that game is at 11 o'clock. That one will be on ABC. I'm going to have a hard time seeing any of that. I'll tell you why in a minute. The New Orleans Bowl, the R&L Carriers New Orleans Bowl, is Jacksonville State versus Louisiana Lafayette. We put it in Beat the Big Dog this week. I'm very interested in that game. That game starts at 1:15. Hopefully, I'll catch the second half of that game. The Cure Bowl is Miami of Ohio and Appy State. That one is at 2:30 on ESPN. Mildly interested in that one. New Mexico Bowl has New Mexico State and Fresno State. That is 5:45. Or check that 4:45 Central on ESPN. Not too interested in that one. The LA Bowl. So it's, the LA Bowl is not the Jimmy. What was his name? The guy who used to do Jimmy Fallon.
Jimmy Kimmel.
Jimmy Kimmel?
It was Jimmy Kimmel Bowl.
Wasn't it the Jimmy Kimmel Bowl?
I think so, yeah, last year. Yeah.
I guess he's
Jimmy
not
Kimmel,
doing it.
Yeah, I guess he didn't have the $1 million to throw up.
That's
Show's
UCLA and Boise State. That game is at 6:30. I'm interested in that game. I like UCLA. So UCLA and Boise State at 6:30 on ABC. And then the Radiance Tech Independence Bowl. And as we know, Grizz, Radiance Tech born right here in Huntsville.
Yeah. I'm interested in this game as well
you know.
because Texas Tech gave Oregon a run for their money, and I think they might beat the crap out of Cal.
Well, here's the thing, too. Last year, Cal was awful.
Yeah.
Remember we were talking about, I think Cal was like 1-11 last year. They were terrible. And so we were talking about how that game would be when maybe they were a 3-win team. I don't know. But we were talking about how that game would be when, Auburn played them. And Auburn beat them. They're a bowl team.
Yeah.
That's a win that they got over a bowl team in Texas Tech. I'm interested in that game. That's 8:15 Central Time on the ESPN. So that's your lineup. And then it gets hot and heavy. There's one game coming up. The famous Toastery Bowl will be at 1:30 on Monday. So we start getting our day games coming up on Monday. So we'll get that one. They're not going to be a game Monday night because of Monday Night Football. They stay away from the 900-pound gorilla. There'll be a game on Tuesday. There'll be a game on Thursday. There'll be a game on Friday. Saturday has a bunch of games. Saturday has December 23rd has a bunch of games all day long. We got games there, including the South Alabama Eastern Michigan game next Saturday. So that's when that happens. So anyway, it gets started. The first of 40 or 41 bowl games, however many there are. We got great prizes in the contest, so you want to get into that deal as well. Phone lines are open, 256-5764-97.7. We'll get you into it. Okay, so based on Wolverine Dan's call, we felt like it was important to put up a poll question regarding, and there's 41 minutes left in the poll question at my X feed, at Thom Abraham Show. I'm not sure how much time is left in the one, Grizz, at the 97.7 ESPN, the Zone.
We've posted a bunch
Is it
since
closed?
then. Let me go down. No,
I think
it closed here in like a few
you
minutes.
don't pin it? See, when I put a poll question up, I
well,
pin
we
it.
have other stuff that we like the Christmas party and stuff. Pinned.
Oh, is that pinned?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe that's pinned. All right, so I think these were running neck and neck.
Right here.
I can tell you right now with 43 minutes to go. The question was, simple poll, a simple man. It should have been a simple man.
30
simple
minutes.
Poll. All right, so this one's got 34 minutes and the other's 30 minutes. So they were posted about the same time. The simple man poll, Allman Brothers or Skinnerd? At Thom Abraham Show on the X feed, 88.7% prefer Skinnerd, 11.3% prefer the Allman Brothers. Grizz, what are the results on the poll at the 97.7 ESPN?
The 97.7 ESPN Twitter poll, we have Leonard Skinnerd at 81.1% and the Almond Brothers at 18.9%.
Almond, not almonds.
Almond, sorry, almond. My bad.
Almond.
I almost typed
nuts.
almond when I first typed.
Almond.
Almond.
They're not nuts that you crack with a nutcracker. They're almond. They're Almond Brothers. All right, so that one's running 82%. This one's running 89%. So basically what happened is I think people know, the ones that went to my site, they know I'm a Skinner guy. But I love the Allman Brothers. I don't want to I love Greg Allman. I love the Allman Brothers. What's the one? We need to put it in our rotation, Grizz. What one of my favorite songs of all time, top 5 songs. I have I think 30 songs that are top 5 songs for me. Okay, my top 5 songs all time.
Yeah.
Got about 30 in there.
That doesn't make sense.
That I call top 5 songs.
60% of the time it works every time. Doesn't make sense.
Exactly. It's like what Yogi Berra said. That said good pitching beats good hitting, and vice versa. That's what he said. What is it? Midnight Rider. You know, we don't have Midnight Rider in the mix.
All right.
We don't have Midnight Rider in the mix. Midnight Rider is a top 5 song for me. Midnight Rider. We don't have that one in there. We don't have Marshall Tucker in Can't You See, top 5 song. Top 5 song. Can't You See from Marshall Tucker Band. That's not in there. Just saying. Pure Prairie Leagues, Amy, top 5 song. You know the song? You know the song I'm talking about? That's not in there. Amy, what you gonna do? Jimmy Buffett's Come Monday, top 5 song. About 4 Seeger songs in there, top 5 song. Freebird, top 1 song.
Oh, we got that.
The instrumental, at least. The instrumental of that, yeah. Give Me 3 Steps, Sweet Home, all top 5 songs.
Needle in the Spoon. That was a Brandon request.
No, not a top 5 song for me. I don't know. It's not a top 5 song for me, Needle in the Spoon. Not That Smell, not a top 5 song.
That's a Skinner song, right? MDA?
Yep, not a top 5.
MDA?
Yeah, not top 5 for me.
MCA, whatever it is.
Bob Seger's Roll Me Away, top 5 song. Absolutely top 5 song. Bob Seger, Roll Me Away. Turn a Page, top 5 song. No doubt. So in your comments, you guys also in your comments were very much into Skinner as well. Unsigned from the 931. No chance in hell Skinner opens for Allman Brothers. Yeah, no, they didn't open. Skinner doesn't open for anybody. Allman Brothers made it closed for Skinner. Allman Brothers don't. Skinner doesn't open for anybody. Scotty P said they would have been co-headliners when they did that show. Yeah, they had to be co-headliners. There's no doubt. Chubby Ninja says that definitely Skinner ahead of the Allman Brothers. They're not nuts. They're Allman Brothers, not Allman Brothers. Let's see. Bama Todd says both are great. Skinner is better. He's also working on getting us a ball or a helmet. He's getting us a helmet from Huntington College in Montgomery. We'll see if that comes through. That would be like the most random helmet in the room, wouldn't it?
I'll take
it. If we had Huntington College
Yeah,
football helmet, would that not be the most random helmet? Is there a helmet that could be any more random than a Huntington? Is there a UAH helmet even though they don't play football?
I would love a UAH helmet.
You know what
I would love to have never mind.
Is there a UAH? Is there a UAH hockey helmet out there somewhere? How cool would it be to have a UAH?
Oh, I'm sure there's someone's got
helmet?
one somewhere around here.
I mean, that would be cool. A UAH hockey helmet would be great. LSU Lynch, really? Skinner rocks #1. Call Me the Breeze. Favorite song ever. Yeah, you know what? Call Me the Breeze. Top 5. Top 5. I can go there. I can sit with that. All right, so that wrapped up that. Let's go to lines. We start. I don't even know where I'm starting. Grumpy? Is Grumpy still there? Grizz? Shake your head, nod, talk to me. Grumpy? All right, Grumpy is up. Grumpy, welcome to the show. How are you?
Hey, pretty good, man. You guys are all sleeping on the song "I'm on the Hunt" by Leonard Skinner, which to me is their best song.
Oh my gosh, what's it called? I'm on the Hunt.
I'm on the Hunt. It's about, and this is the difference between the Pistachio Brothers and Leonard Skinner. Leonard Skinner sings about life and things you do in your life and things you shouldn't do in your life, and a lot of the Allman Brothers is about falling in love with some woman and you know worshiping some woman. So that to me is the biggest difference. Is Skinner just singing about give me 3 steps so I can get out of your wife's bedroom?
Yeah.
And I'm on the hunt is about.
Well, it wasn't about your wife's bedroom. It was in the bar, and the guy, he's he's hitting on the girl, and then
when I say your wife's, I mean the other guy. He's hitting on a girl that isn't his. Yeah.
He's hitting on a girl, but it's not in a bedroom. I mean, we just let's be clear about that. Now, Skinner, there were 2 songs that Ronnie wrote. That Smell, and just to your point, That Smell was a drug song. And Needle in the Spoon, and he was ripping other band members because they were overdoing it with the drugs. And both those songs were like to get those guys to come correct.
Yeah, okay, I think I remember that from a documentary. And but on the hunt, it's about a groupie that he thought was attractive and. She always came. Listen to "I'm on the Hunt," and
Grizz, I don't know that. Well, how do I not know? I mean, it must be. I'm not good with titles. Is it on Best of Skinner or something like that? Grizz, we're gonna have to play that after Grumpy. I want to hear some of this on the Hunt.
And listen, this is what I want to throw in there for this song. It's about he's not judging the groupie, and he's basically saying, "I'm just like you. I'm human like you. I don't think any lesser of you for showing up to the shows and trying to hook up with us or whatever."
Yeah.
He says, "I'm just like you, baby. I'm on the hunt. I'm looking for somebody."
Yeah.
But I wanted to ask you this: the Army-Navy game. I programmed my thing to record it, and I went to Nashville and ate dinner. Came back, and I had 3.5 hours of tornadoes. No game.
I know. It was miserable. I watched it on the CBS Sports app on my laptop. I got home. And I had missed the first half. I forget what I was at or doing something. So I get home, and I sit down, and there's tornado coverage. And I'm like, are you kidding me? And you and I, we live way south of Nashville where those tornadoes were. But we're in the Nashville, we're in the Nashville TV market, so we didn't get it.
So was it a good game? I mean, just who won?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it was a fantastic game. I mean, it was Army goes up by a couple of scores. Navy comes down, they score, and then they get the ball back late, and they go all the way down. The game ended on a goal line stand.
No.
And Navy was at it was 4th down and goal, and they tried the tush push deal from the half-yard line, and Army stood them up and stopped them, and it ended up being 17-9. They needed the touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
Yeah.
When they got the touchdown to make it 17-9, Navy went for 2. And didn't get it, so they were then having to go for 2 again. But but Army stood them up at the goal line. It was a fantastic. The last half hour of the game was outstanding. I mean, it was just really, really good.
Yeah, I could have Googled it, but I wanted to get a recap from you, so I purposely didn't Google it. And then, what's it? Your wife, sometimes you guys take, if you don't have time to go get toys, you guys would take a cash donation, and then someone in your family would go and buy toys?
Yeah, or Merrill is going to do it this year. We've got Merrill at the radio station is going to be our Secret Santa.
Okay, because with this year, it got pushed a week, which isn't going to leave them much time to buy toys.
Right.
Okay, all right. So
she'll have time. It's Wednesday, and we're going to deliver the toys Friday, so she's going to go Thursday and get the stuff.
And then just for a fun thing, or funny thing, Chris Hansen does To Catch a Predator? Chris Hansen?
Yes, yeah.
Do you think it's a little creepy that as of, yesterday, he is the voice of Viagra? He's doing the Viagra commercials, and to me, when you're doing To Catch a Predator and all these crime shows, and now he's the voice of Viagra, that doesn't really, that's kind of creepy.
Also, a few years ago, he got in trouble for writing a bad check or something like that. He had to give money back to some.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if he was doing something with some charity or something, and I think he wrote a bad check, and he ended up doing something about that.
Is Grizz looking for a girlfriend?
Always. He's always in the mix.
You're on the hunt.
He's always on the hunt. By the way, it's a good job by Grumpy. By the way, 7.183 million viewers on CBS for the Army-Navy game, plus 4% from last year's game. Every single college football and NFL rating is up. Everything is up. But it was up 4.5% from last year. Game peaked at nearly 9 million viewers, crushing the NBA. I mean, just crushing the NBA on Saturday. Thanks to Crawdad for giving me that note. But I'm looking at the tweet right now from CBS Sports PR, 7.183 1.83 million viewers for that deal. It's a big win. Big win. Chris, do I want to hear any of that? Do you have it up or no?
What do I have?
The On the Hunt. I told you, get to On the Hunt.
Oh, I had it ready.
I want to hear a little bit of it.
I thought you wanted to come out of the bump. Okay.
Yeah, no. I want to hear a little bit of it. Let me hear. See.
Mute that screen real quick.
Well, you're a music what?
Yeah.
A what? Don't even dump?
Knows a lot about music. Now check it out.
Aficionado.
Connoisseur.
Aficionado. Aficionado. Not aficionado. Oh, I don't even know what that word was that you said.
Fishnet.
Aficionado.
Okay. I'm the caller. You're the listener. Now, with that said, I had to do that. Anyway, I love you like a brother. Now, late 60s through the 70s, early 80s, music trivia. Trust me.
You kill it?
I know it all. Now, with that said, so I listen to a lot of good music, okay? Now, Allman Brothers had a lot of revolving guitarists.
Yeah.
The Allman Brothers had Derek Trucks.
Yep.
Which is married to Susan Sadetsky.
Yeah, the truckers
Haynes,
or whatever they call them.
We all know who they are. Warren Haynes is very good.
Mm-hmm.
I just think Allman Brothers is much more quality performance than them. But now, with this said, I want to say something. If you can look up a song, which you just did, I have, Tom, I'm going to say how much really good music I listen to, and I'm going to give you a group, and I'm going to give you the song. And play the group from this group, and you're going to love this song, and you're going to know what I'm talking about. When I say this group is only a one-hit wonder, when I say one hit, they only made one album, and they broke up. All right, so you're ready? Write it down. It's kind of a weird name.
Yeah.
It's called Screamin'. The group is called Screamin' Chilly Willy.
Screamin' Chilly Willy.
Screamin' Chilly Willies, and the song is Leave Your Pride at the Front Door.
Okay.
Okay.
Write it down, Grizz. We'll sample it at another time. We'll write that one down.
Yeah, Leave Your Pride at the Front Door. Tom, you will like this song a lot.
Okay. All right.
And this is kind of the groups that I've listened to a lot of different groups that play a lot of blues and rock. And thank God for my wife's uncle, rest his soul, he passed away, but he was a big guy, music DJ in this town years ago. Plus, he worked for the TV station, J. Michael Henley. Yeah. Anyway, he had a lot of music. So him and I got together, listening to some serious rock and roll, and smoking some big blunts. Okay.
Yeah.
So
we're gonna check it out.
With that said, play the song. I think you will like it a lot.
We will give it a sniff. There's no doubt about it. Thanks for the call, Wolverine Dan. We got to get to the break here. We have got our boy Steve Merrill standing by. Brandon, if you're holding, I thought Brandon was coming by here. I'll probably see him pretty soon at some point in time. Best song I've ever heard. Best song I've Been Everywhere by Hank Snow, covered by Johnny Cash. That's from Nate. All right. He says the best song is I've Been Everywhere by Hank Snow. So that would, I don't know if that's his favorite song or not. Chubby Ninja says Allman was a shot at Wolverine Dan for yesterday for the low. Okay, so he knows that it's Allman Brothers, and he just taking a shot there. Vince Gill was in the Pure Prairie League? Really? Not many people know that. Ramblin' Man by Allman is top 5 song. There's no doubt. I'll go with that. I'll go with Ramblin' Man as a top 5 song. I'm good with that. Seeger's Ramblin' Man. I think that's a different Ramblin' Man. That's high on the list as well. Not quite top 5, maybe top 10, but not, that's right there. And by the way, one that could be in the rotation, We're an American Band by Grand Funk Railroad. I'm just throwing that out. That's just me throwing that one out there. American band. And if we were using it for a bump, I just would want the chorus. You know, we're an American band. We're coming to your town to help you party down. We're an American band. All right, let's get a break. When we come back, Steve Merrill will join us, and he is with Pro Sports Info and Wager Talk TV. We are at Corralejos. We'll be back with more right after this on 97.7 ESPN, The Zone.
You're listening to the Thom Abraham Show on 97.7 ESPN, The Zone.
I'm attorney Gary Lackey. If you've been injured and need a lawyer right now, and pick up the phone to call, you know, one you've seen on a billboard or on TV begging for your business, do you know who you really get?
I'm attorney Jennifer Lackey. You want to talk to your lawyer. You don't want to reach a call center, not in some office 100 miles away. With the Lackey Law Firm, that never happens. My clients talk to me.
And me. I'm attorney Justin Lackey. We're the ones that you talk to. We're the ones that you meet with.
And we're the ones who handle your personal injury case. You want to talk to me? You just call me.
And we'll take care of it. You worry about getting well. We'll take care of the rest.
The Lackey Law Firm.
And I'll go you one better. If you can't come to us, we'll come to you.
The Lackey Law Firm. The Lackey Law Family. 1-800-4-RIGHTS.
No representation is made that the quality of the legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
Next time you're online looking for landscaping inspiration, open Instagram and check out Southern Gent Landscaping. They can help make your yard your dream outdoor oasis. Southern Gent Landscaping can handle it all, from landscape maintenance and installation to irrigation and hardscapes, even AstroTurf. Turn your yard into a landscape you'll be proud to show off. Call Southern Gent Landscaping at 256-509-6088. 509-6088. Southern Gent Landscaping. Professional landscaping performed with satisfaction guaranteed. Ann Adams with Berkshire Hathaway Rise Real Estate is the one name to know if you're buying or selling real estate. With years of local experience, Ann Adams offers buyers in-depth knowledge of the local housing market and will narrow available properties down to those you'll be interested in so you can save time when shopping for your new home. If you're ready to sell, Ann offers a seamless process using accurate pricing and expert negotiation skills to make sure you get a fair price for your home. Call Ann Adams today at 256-337-2625 or log on bhhsriserealestate.com.
At Bryant Bank, we recognize your time is valuable, and easy, secure access to your finances is essential. That's why we provide the financial tools you need to manage your money on the go and make life a bit easier. At Bryant Bank, we're here to help with instant debit cards, Apple Pay, person-to-person payments, and more. Bryant bankers want to show you how beneficial our digital banking services can be. Learn more at bryantbank.com. Bryant Bank. Live legendary. Member FDIC.
Normally, when you call a roofing company, all you hear is, you need a new roof. Not when you call Fleming Roofing and Restoration. Since 1965, the folks at Fleming have been focused on what you need, whether it's an easy repair or a full roof replacement, commercial or residential. And when it comes to storm damage, you want Fleming on your side. They know all the ins and outs of insurance claims and will guide you through the entire process. Log on FlemingHSV.com and book your free estimate today. Fleming Roofing and Restoration. We show up.
The new favorite place for delicious Mexican food is Corralejos Mexican Grill in Huntsville. Check out their reviews on Facebook and you'll see what people are raving about. Enjoy drink specials all day Monday through Thursday, like house margaritas for $3.99 and 12-ounce drafts for $2. Even vegan-friendly entrees on Monday starting at 5. Corralejos Mexican Grill, 1658 Old Monrovia Road in Huntsville. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram to stay updated on their specials. Specializing in simple and affordable rentals, McCurry Van and Car Rental can make sure you have just the right vehicle for your next family vacation, weekend getaway, or if you just need transportation while your vehicle is being repaired. McCurry carries Ford Transit vans and Mercedes Sprinter vans, trucks and work vans, and more. And they offer discounted rental rates for long-term rentals. Now with 4 locations: Athens, Muscle Shoals, Coleman, and Huntsville. Log on McCurryRentals.com to make your reservation now. That's McCurryRentals.com.
This is Wes Neighbors sitting here with Philip Love of not only Eagle Insulation, now he represents
Eagle companies. Eagle through the years have added several companies to help individuals or builders through their construction renovation process. Eagle is known to represent quality, efficiency, and professionalism. Philip, I know you do insulation, but do you do masonry?
We do.
Do you do grading, erosion control, and dirt hauled off?
We do.
Do you do afterpaint, which includes shower doors, mirrors, shelving blinds, and bath hardware?
Yes, we do, Wes.
Do you do landscaping and irrigation?
Yes, we do.
So basically, Eagle can help you all along your process of building your house or doing renovations. So do you do plumbing?
We do not, Wes, but we can find somebody to do it.
Just give them time. They'll be there. Anyway, call Eagle Insulation at
256-755-1556.
Eagle saves you time. Eagle saves you money. Call Eagle today.
Thanks, Wes.
Everyone loves Nashville right now. It's the perfect family getaway, but it isn't just known for its food, bright lights, and music. It's also known for football. The Trans-Perfect Music City Bowl is coming to Nissan Stadium on December 30th. Come see Auburn versus Maryland right here in Music City. The music, the food, the fun. Spend your weekend in Nashville. It's your family's perfect start to the new year. Tickets are available now at MusicCityBowl.com and on SeatGeek. Brought to you by Tennessee Lottery.
Hi, this is Eli Gold. 28 Southeastern Conference football championships, 18 national championships. This is Alabama football, and your home for the Crimson Tide Sports Network is 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
I can never see what's right or what is wrong. It'll take too long to see. Amy, what you
if I do. I love that song. Man, that's good stuff right there. Welcome back to Tom Abraham Show. Corraleos is where we are at. They're looking at me cross-eyed as I sing songs here. This segment of the show brought to you by TOC. Check out TOC, the orthopedic specialist that pretty much every high school in the region uses. Also, Alabama A&M and Huntsville Havoc rely on TOC as well. But it doesn't have to be a sports injury. It could just be a work accident, or maybe you're just breaking down a little bit. TOC is the right specialist for you there. North Alabama's largest sports medicine provider. It's TOC Sports. Stay in the game with TOC Sports. Okay, we are awaiting Steve Merrill, so since we're doing that, we have a chance to talk to Brandon. By the way, thank you all of you guys that have been sending me song recommendations. Now, we did have Wolverine Dan call in and tell us that he was a music aficionado, and he told us that we have to check out this song from the Screaming Chili Willies.
Chili Willies.
The Chili Willies. It's actually the Screaming Cheetah Wheelies, all right. Kerry from Scottsboro helping us out with that. It is the Screaming Cheetah Wheelies and not the Chili Willies. And the name of the song is "Leave Your Pride at the Front Door." Okay, so I don't know, what did he say on the air, Grizz? Do you remember what he said on the air? Had you
he
written
said
it down?
"Screaming Chili Willies" because I typed it out.
What did he say the name of the song was?
Oh, yeah, it's "Leave Your Pride," and then it says "at the front door."
Leave your pride.
It's literally called "Leave Your Pride."
So the name of the song is "Leave Your Pride."
Right.
So the music aficionado had the wrong name of the wrong band. He had "Leave Your Pride at the Front Door" by the Screaming Chili Willies.
It's one of those songs where literally it's the title, and then they have in parentheses another title.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's like "Leave Your Pride," parentheses, "at the front door."
Yeah. All right. So there you go. He did send me a text. He says, "I'm going to show you how much knowledge I have when it comes to music. Did you know the first original name of the group called Alabama? The group was." I'm reading this verbatim. Okay. Let me get back and try this again. I'm going to show you how much knowledge I have when it comes to music. Did you know there's no punctuation. Did you know the first original name of the group called Alabama? The group was called, before they were Alabama Wild Country. Look it up. That shows you my knowledge. I know a lot of rock and roll. I just read it verbatim. I mean, it's just
He's been to the museum. He's been to the museum in Fort Payne.
Has he been up to the museum?
I bet he's been there.
I've been up there. I didn't go to the museum. I've been up there a few times.
Oh, yeah.
There was no punctuation rating, so I didn't know where the sentence was starting and ending. But apparently Alabama originally was called Alabama Wild Country. So I think that's what this text that he sent me was trying to say, that's what they were originally called. All right, let me get Brandon in here. Brandon, welcome to the show. How are you?
Mississippi Kid, one of the most underrated songs of all time, has one of the best opening lines of any song ever.
All right, say it again because you were not potted up all the way right when you started.
Well, he also didn't say anything when you first asked him.
Yeah, so say it again, Brandon.
I said, Mississippi Kid by Leonard Skinner.
That's
one
good.
of their great songs and one of the best opening lines of any song they have.
That's good. One of my favorite lyrics in any song, a Bob Seger song, "Beautiful Loser," when he says, "I ain't good looking, but I ain't shy. I'm not afraid to look a woman right in a girl. I think I ain't afraid to look a girl right in the eye." I may have paraphrased that because you can look that up. It's "Beautiful Loser" by Bob Seger. And the line, and I've lived by that line my whole life. I ain't good looking, but I ain't shy. I ain't afraid to look a girl right in the eye. I think is what the line is. And that's from "Beautiful Loser." Carrie in Scottsville said "Fire Lake" by Bob Seger. Yeah, that's a good one, too. Fire Lake is top 10. I got about 80 songs on my top 10 list. I got about 30 songs on my top 5 list, if you will.
Well, anytime you got a song that says, "I've got my pistols in my pocket, boys, yeah. I'm Alabama bound," that's some good stuff.
That's the good stuff right there, yeah.
And I watched that Army-Navy game. There was about eight people at my house. And when they got down there for that goal line stand, I was jumping up and shouting, and my dog was freaking out. He didn't know what was going on. He was looking around. He didn't know if we were about to fight or what was going to go on. And that was an exciting end to that ball game.
We had tens of thousands of people all throughout from Kentucky to the Tennessee-Alabama state line. The entirety of the Nashville TV market was not included in that 7.43 million people that watched that game. I mean, it probably would be another 50,000 people in that part of the country, but it was wall-to-wall tornado coverage. That's all we had was tornado coverage, wall-to-wall. Finally, I grabbed my computer and I went on the CBS Sports app and watched it on my laptop while I was watching to make sure that the tornadoes didn't get near my daughter's house. My daughter, that tornado up there came within about 5 or 6 miles of where my daughter lives, but it was 100 miles from where Grumpy and I live. Not that Grumpy and I live together, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I didn't know how close it was to you. I shot you a message and wondered what went on. But when they went to line up for that goal line stand, I looked at my neighbor Dave. I was like, "You want 20 on this?" He's like, "I want 25." It's amazing how interesting one play can get.
Yeah.
When you throw in $20, $25 around and all the trash talking that goes on with it. So I want to say the NCAA, them just waving the flag and saying, "All right, you transferred twice, you're eligible again." How much more can they do to delegitimize themselves?
Have they said that? When did they say that? You still only get one transfer. No, the second transfer, if you haven't graduated, the second transfer you got to sit out a year. The first transfer
said this morning that they waived it.
No, I'd have to check that. I don't know. I was so consumed with the radio station this morning and the issues we were having, I didn't hardly see any of that news. So if that's new, if that's a rule, that's something new.
Well, they were saying it was over the lawsuit, and the NCAA just waved it off. And now they said they got these coaches that are mad that they've taken other players when they would have taken a different player because the NCAA said they were not going to be eligible.
Okay, that's right. Yesterday, the NCAA began notifying member schools that two-time transfers will be eligible to participate in their chosen sport at least temporarily and bypass the year in residency rule. So that happened late yesterday. I completely missed that, but it's been that kind of a week for me, to be quite honest with you. I completely missed that one.
Well, we keep talking about the NCAA going away. And at this
they're never going to go away. There's always going to be an NCAA.
Well, they're giving away most of their power because every time somebody says antitrust, they say, "Oh, God, please don't." And they put their head down and they just give them whatever they want. So at this point, anything you want to do, just scream antitrust, and you can get by with it.
Yeah.
That seems to be the formula.
Yeah. Seems to be. I think that there will always be a governing body. You have to have a governing body, and it's just depending on how they're applying their rules. And they should be allowed to have rules. I mean, at some point in time, we need to have somebody stand up in Congress and say, you know what? The NCAA has rules. I mean, the NFL has rules. Why aren't they getting hit with antitrust? Why do we still have a draft in the NFL? I mean, why doesn't everybody stand up and say, hey, I don't want to go to that team that drafted me, like Bo Jackson did, or like Steve Young did back 100 years ago, or Eli Manning and forcing the trade. That was a little bit different. Yeah, Dad forcing that trade. But why, at some point in time, does somebody stand up and say, hey, that's antitrust, in the NFL? No, it's a governing body. They need to have a governing body. It's going to look different years from now than it looks right now.
Well, to me, what the conferences on a more local level should do is the SEC should come in and say, all right, we're not doing any signings, and there's no hiring coaches until the end of the season. So if you fire somebody, you cannot announce a hire of a coach until the regular season has ended. And these 5 conferences need to get together and say, you either sign in August or February 1 is signing day.
All right.
If they can't get the NCAA to do it, they can get together on a lower level and agree to it. And it would be a lot better for coaches and the sport, because you wouldn't see as many coaches fired in the middle of the year, and you wouldn't see as much tampering in the middle of the year. They would just let these guys ride it out, because right now you've got to fire a dude. You've got to get rid of him. That way you're ready to go by December 1.
Yeah, the December thing is a problem for all of college. I mean, having the kids to opt out of the bowl games, I don't think you can ever stop that, because these kids are going to think, well,
no.
I'm prepping for the thing. But the kids that are not playing because they're transferring is a huge issue.
Yeah.
For Texas to lose QB2, Malik Murphy, because he's going to go into transfer portal, doesn't make any sense. And the coaches having to do, I mean, the signing day this year is from the 20th to the 23rd, all right? We're talking about a couple of days before Christmas. I mean, this is what they have to do. And not to mention, it's in the middle of all your bowl prep. And now we're having to do all of this. So we got to get that out of December. Now, I do believe that a kid should be able to sign early, but signing early should mean, I think, August. I think, to be honest with you, I think you should have a signing day for high school kids in August. If they're committed, let them commit. And then if the coach leaves at the end of the year, they get 3 days to decide if they want to go someplace else, or a week to decide if they want to transfer to someplace else. They're released from their commitment if the coach leaves at that point. But let's get it, and then let's get it out of that. That's your early date, and then everything else happens the 1st of February. And let's finish the season. Can we please finish the season before we go down this path?
I am completely and totally with you on that. And the bigger coaches, Sarkisian, Kirby, Saban, they've all got jets and private cars, and the amount of money they can spend to go recruit and do whatever, they can write blank checks and stack them up as high as I am tall. It's the little coaches like Rich Rodriguez and Lamb at East Tennessee State and these people up till Christmas that are driving around in a rental Kia Sorrento somewhere, driving 12, 14, and 16 hours a day trying to get to all these places. Those are the ones I feel sorry for.
Yeah.
Because those are the ones that can't go out and hit 4 or 5 big ones in one day and then take the helicopter back to the closest place to the house. And I think that when they make these rules, that's who they need to think about. Not the top 5, but the bottom 25 and how it affects them. Roll Tide.
Appreciate you. It's a good job by Brandon. Listener wanted to know how many more Beat the Big Dogs we'd have chances to win tickets to the Music City Bowl. I think we got one more, Grizz, or do we have 2 more? We'll have one. Let's see, the game is on the 30th, but we're off that following week.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're probably right.
One more.
We probably got one more. We're off the week of Christmas. Christmas is on a Monday, and we're going to be off Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We are going to do a show on Friday. We'll do a Football Friday show on the 29th. And then there's the 30th is Saturday, so we won't do it, but it's too late. We won't be able to do one then. So, yes, we have one more, all right, to answer your question yes, there is absolutely one more. All right, let's get a final break in here. When we come in, by the way, well, I'll tease it. News coming out of Tuscaloosa. I don't think it's earth-shattering, but it is news. We'll share that next here as we wrap it up on 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
Tom Abraham here for my friends at North Alabama Mortgage. Are you thinking about home improvements? Well, use your equity now and refi later. Or use your equity to eliminate consumer debt forever, then refi to a lower rate and shorter term when rates drop. North Alabama Mortgage can also help you if you're thinking about buying an investment property or a second home at the lake or the beach or in the mountains. We have great programs to make that happen. Visit NorthAlabamaMortgage.com to learn more. That's NorthAlabamaMortgage.com.
Chapman Commercial Realty, your source for Alabama commercial real estate. Chapman Commercial Realty has the experience and expertise you're looking for when making commercial real estate decisions. If it's office space, retail space, investment property, or project development, Chapman Commercial Realty is your answer. Call Bill Chapman today at 256-656-8413. That's 256-656-8413. Or find them online at chapmancommercialrealty.com.
Ann Adams with Berkshire Hathaway Rise Real Estate is the one name to know if you're buying or selling real estate. With years of local experience, Ann Adams offers buyers in-depth knowledge of the local housing market and will narrow available properties down to those you'll be interested in so you can save time when shopping for your new home. If you're ready to sell, Ann offers a seamless process using accurate pricing and expert negotiation skills to make sure you get a fair price for your home. Call Ann Adams today at 256-337-2625 or log on bhhsriserealestate.com.
Hi, this is Wes Neighbors. I'm here with Sam Fleming with Fleming Roofing and Restoration. Sam, tell the folks about Fleming Roofing and Restoration.
Hey, Wes. Our company, Fleming Roofing and Restoration, specializes in commercial and residential roofing and repairs. I'm a fifth-generation Huntsvillian, and our family's been doing construction business in Huntsville area since 1965.
Sam, what kind of roofs does Fleming Roofing and Restoration do?
Our guys are skilled enough. We can come out and address any kind of leaks or issues you might have on your commercial, on your metal roofing, on your shingles. We can do anything, and we can offer you a solution to repair it or we can replace it.
Well, you guys also do insurance restoration.
Our staff has 10-plus years of experience as insurance adjusters, and we really do know the inside and out of the claims process at Fleming Roofing and Restoration.
Check out Fleming Roofing and Restoration online at FlemingHSV.com, or you can call or text them at 256-651-9440.
Hey, Wes, we show up.
Not looking or feeling your best? No energy for the things you like to do? Ready to look and feel younger? Make your appointment at Advanced Life Clinic, one of the region's foremost destinations for patients interested in looking and feeling their best. Specializing in advanced laser treatments and weight loss, male and female rejuvenation to offset the effects of aging, and more. See how Advanced Life Clinic can help you enjoy your life again. Call 256-882-6555 or log on advancedlifeclinic.com.
Hey folks, this is Arthur Seaton, managing partner at University Kia, proudly saying Roll Tide and War Eagle. Stop into University Kia today and shop one of the area's largest selection of new Kias, including Fortes, Seltos, Telluride, and Popular Carnival, and fully electric EV6. View all the great specials at universitykia.com and get pre-approved in minutes so you can drive home your new Kia you really want, because we want to see you in a University Kia.
At Mr. Sparky, we're America's on-time electrician. Flickering lights and hot switches can be annoying, but they can also signal a major problem, or worse, an electrical emergency. So play it safe and leave it to the experts at Mr. Sparky. Trust our team of professional, clean, and friendly electricians. We'll get it done right and get it done safely.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-Sparky.
Independently owned and operated, licensed in the respective state or county.
Everyone loves Nashville right now. It's the perfect family getaway, but it isn't just known for its food, bright lights, and music. It's also known for football. The Trans-Perfect Music City Bowl is coming to Nissan Stadium on December 30th. Come see Auburn versus Maryland right here in Music City. The music, the food, the fun. Spend your weekend in Nashville. It's your family's perfect start to the new year. Tickets are available now at musiccitybowl.com and on SeatGeek. Brought to you by Tennessee Lottery.
Coming up on Wednesday is our annual Christmas party at Flow Supreme Air Sports, presented by Eagle Insulation and Masonry, plus Talent Heating and Air, with food provided by Bubby's Diner. So come on by and bring a toy as we collect toys for the Boys and Girls Club of North Alabama. So bring a toy and join in the fun at Flow on Wednesday. Happy holidays and Merry Christmas from 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
This will turn journalism on its ear.
Watch our stream on WZZN TV on Twitch and YouTube.
But you are the greatest hero in American history.
We are 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
Welcome back, Thom Abraham Show. The anthem there is brought to you by the fine folks over at Valley Equipment Rental. They do such a great job of Valley Equipment Rental with their two locations. North and South Memorial Parkway is where you'll find Valley Equipment Rental. Those guys need to come on over to Corraleos at some point, have a little dinner, a little lunch at Corraleos as well. And, Valley Equipment Rental, they got more skid steers and mini excavators and all the attachments that go with the skid steers. And they have the big excavators now and dozers. They got all kinds of equipment. It's not where you go to rent a table for your party, okay? It's not that. That's not the place. This is a place you go for construction equipment, and they got great equipment there at Valley Equipment Rental. All right, I told you we have a story coming out of Tuscaloosa that I teased there. I don't think this is shocking news, but Jalen Milroe has decided to return to school for his senior season after leading the Tide to the SEC championship. He made the announcement earlier today, and his father, Quentin Milroe, told ESPN that his son is focusing on finishing this year, and he told his parents that he wants to return to Alabama for his senior season. Now, he is graduating Saturday with a degree in business administration. Congratulations, young man. And he has a minor in entrepreneurship. Now, business administration is not basket weaving, okay? Let's just say that. I mean, business administration is a nice little degree. The minor in entrepreneurship, and he's been on campus since January 2021 when he enrolled early as a freshman. So just think about that. He had a half a year in 21, then he had 22 and 23. Did this kid just get a major with a minor in 2.5 years? I mean, he was on campus January of 21, so that's one semester. 2, 3, 4. He's like 5 semesters. And he's getting a major and a minor. So congratulations to Jalen Milroe. He will play as a graduate next year at Alabama, where he's going to be the favorite for the Heisman Trophy at the beginning of the year, which I don't think is quite fair. But Milroe's going to be a blast to watch next year, that's for sure. We'll see how that impacts the other quarterbacks in the room. We want to thank everybody here at Corraleos. I'm about to have lunch at Corraleos. I'm very stoked about that. I'm Thom Abraham. A great Football Friday show for you tomorrow. Have a great day. Paul Feinbaum is next on 97.7 ESPN, The Zone.
Sign up now for the 97.7 ESPN The Zone Bowl Challenge. Just go to ESPN.com, click on Capital One Bowl Mania.
He must be the most ambitious man in the world.
And join the 97.7 ESPN Bowl Challenge group. First place